welcome back to my channel. My name is May or Miss Leva here on YouTube, and on this channel I love discussing things luxury and some fashion as well. And today we have a unboxing. Now I know this month I've had a couple of unboxings. They were definitely unplanned, but it was my birthday month and I think I got a little bit carried away. I wanted to add some major key pieces, and as I'll get into the unboxing, I'll go ahead and share some more of those details for you. So if you do enjoy this type of content, I would love for you to consider subscribing and joining the growing family down below. Now, if you did see my previous unboxing, it was my birthday gift, so I will make sure to link it down below for you if you haven't checked it out. But I got a very hard to find item from Louis Vuitton that I had been wanting for quite some time. And these two pieces that I have here next to me are kind of in that same boat. I had to make sure that if they did become available and I had the opportunity to get them, I would, just simply because I wanted to make sure that I could add them in the collection before they were totally gone. Now, without any more chit-chatting, let's get into the unboxing and then I'll share the story afterwards. So we do have two boxes because they did come at two separate times. We have this one here and then we have a second one. I'll start off in the order which I obtained them, and it was this box here to begin with. We were actually in Naples for my birthday and I walked into one of the Louis Vuitton boutiques and asked for this item. And funny enough, the lady was like, unfortunately, we don't have any here, but the only one that we have close enough is in Coral Gables. I live in Miami. Thankfully, we were actually leaving that same day because by the time that we made it, which was probably like 4 p.m., it was still at the boutique. Now, the SA that I found at the Coral Gables boutique was such a sweetheart. I love having a good experience at Louis Vuitton. We all know that that can vary depending where you're going and who you're visiting. I don't tend to have a specific SA that I go to simply because I do a lot of our luxury shopping while abroad. But these hard to find pieces, you have to get your hands on them as you find them. So for that reason, when I walked in, I was pleasantly surprised that she was just such a sweetheart to work with. She went ahead and added 2 samples of the perfumes for myself and also for my husband, which was there with me. That was very, very nice of her. Can you guys tell by the size? I cannot believe I have her in my collection. So we have the toiletry in the size 26 in the monogram canvas. Now you most likely know what the second box is, so I'm gonna get right into it. And even though this one is smaller, I'm pleasantly surprised at the size of the box. I mean, also, I have to say this is actually my first drawstring dust bag that I get from any of the pieces from Louis, and it is such a nice thick quality of bag. I really think that they need to get rid of the flat bags and just package everything in the drawstring bags. Ta-da! Look how cute she is! So we have the toiletry 15 in the monogram canvas. So here we have my 2 new babies to my collection. I want to say about 2 to 3 weeks ago, I saw on Instagram somebody post something that the toiletries were going to be discontinued, and my heart broke. As dramatic as it sounds, I was so devastated simply because I had finally come to the conclusion that I wanted to fulfill the trifecta in the toiletries. So now for my little backstory about these two. On the website, they were completely taken down. So I knew that it was going to be a mission impossible to find these pieces. The closest luxury lover that I have in my family, aside from my husband, because he low-key has like an addiction with luxury too, is my sister-in-law. So I went ahead and texted her and I was like, whenever you go into a boutique, make sure you ask. So together we kind of were on this hunt to find the toiletries. She actually went into a boutique, found the 26. Unfortunately, they only had one. So obviously she went ahead and got it. But she's like, don't worry, I will still be on the hunt, because she wanted to complete her trifecta as well. Now for my birthday, like I mentioned, we were away to Naples. So I figured, oh my God, I'm going to be able to walk into the boutique and you're going to see they're going to have both pieces. Here I am dreaming about finding both of the pieces in the same boutique. So when we went to visit, went to the store there, and as soon as I walked in, I asked, I want to know if you have the toiletry, the 15 or the 26. Unfortunately, they didn't, and she was the one that was able to tell me that they had one in Coral Gables. So we were driving back down regardless that same day, coincidentally, and once we made it to Coral Gables, the item was still there, and I was just so thrilled that it was still there, and at the same time so surprised. But funny enough, I start having a conversation with the SA there, and she's like, they're not being discontinued. I'm like, you're kidding. I was so shocked at the fact that she had no idea that they were being discontinued. She kept telling me how customers were coming in and telling her the same thing, and they had no idea that the pieces were being discontinued. She didn't even know that they were no longer available on the website. So I chatted with her for a while. They unfortunately didn't have the 15 that day, but she did tell me, take my contact, send me a picture, let me know what it is that you want, and if it comes in, I'll make sure to reach out to you. Like I said, she was excellent. Definitely saved her phone number because she will be my point of contact from now on. So how did this one come into the picture? Well, I didn't know, but I kind of have a personal shopper. My sister-in-law seriously has the best luck. She was the one that was able to find my birthday gift, which you'll see in that video unboxing. And she walked in, found the 26 for herself, and she went to another boutique and was able to get the 15. She was still missing the 15, so she was actually gonna keep this one, but she had a trip coming up. So she said, I'm gonna go and try to see if I can get a made in France option. I'll leave this one so that you can keep it. I didn't hesitate. So now this cutie also made it into the family. And like I said, I finally have all three, which I'm so excited. They are such great pieces, and that's one of the main reasons why I was so devastated to hear that they were going to discontinue them. I don't really think Louis Vuitton has anything else close to something like this. I know they have their cosmetic cases, but the sizes can't compare. I mean, the 26 is huge. I'm sure I can fit. Man down. Oh God. I'm sure I can fit a ton once I start packing them. And like I said, I really wanted to have all three because we do travel often and I'm a little OCD about my packing. So I wanted to have the pouches to match together. So now that the unboxing is done and I have finally and officially completed my trifecta, I did want to give my 2 cents on what I think about what's going on with Louis Vuitton and then moving out of their canvas line. I actually was listening to a video yesterday in YouTube. I'll make sure to find it and leave it down below for you guys in case you're interested. I think her handle is Hanbagholic. She was very well knowledgeable about Louis Vuitton and the brand and what seems to be going on. And I kind of totally agree with what she said. You know, I am a canvas lover. That's how I started my collection. All the pieces that I have from my collection are canvas pieces just because I truly feel that that is what made the fashion house and what's so iconic to Louis Vuitton. However, she mentioned something and it totally makes sense. They need to stay relevant to the luxury world, the luxury community. And their canvas pieces tend to be their most cheapest items. We are talking about luxury here, so obviously, you know, take the term loosely. But they really need to keep up with the big boys, Chanel, Hermes. So if they're only focusing on bringing out the canvas pieces, their prices, you know, it's something that little by little, many of the people are going to be able to attain. And I don't think that that is their ultimate goal. Like she mentioned in her video, canvas is one of the most counterfeited, Like she mentioned in her video, canvas is one of the most counterfeited items out there. And for that reason, Louis Vuitton kind of wants to stray away from it and focus more on their leather goods. Not only because they're harder to counterfeit, but also because they're gonna be able to put those high price on each of those pieces. So as a business perspective, I totally get the fashion house and why they're doing certain changes. For me and for us, Louis Vuitton die-hard core fans, that have been around for years, decades, it is a sad thing to see them go away from canvas because, like I said, I feel like that's how the fashion house started and it has so much meaning behind it. But I totally understand why they're deciding to kind of alleviate the production of canvas and focus more on the leather good production. But those are just my 2 cents. That's just my opinion. Maybe we're all wrong. Maybe they have something else up their sleeve that they're gonna surprise us with in the future. I'm here for it. I'll be ready whenever they decide to disclose why it is that they're doing all these changes. But as of now, I am extremely excited that I was finally able to complete my little trifecta. Now, I want to know what your opinion is about the toiletry. Do you think it's worth the price? Do you guys love them? Have you had them? Have you not? Are you consider adding them to your collection? Are you also hunting for one? Leave comments down below. I love interacting with you guys and starting conversations about what this channel is basically made of, and that's luxury, handbags, and fashion. I wish the best of luck for any of you out there that are trying to get your hands on these very, very hard to find pieces, and I'm keeping my fingers crossed that you will find them. If you did enjoy the video, please consider subscribing down below and also giving me a thumbs up, and I really hope to see you in my next one. Have a great rest of the day.